Okay, good morning, everybody. I have a little confession to make, is that I'm going to be a little bit winded today because I just worked out with the 5th and 8th graders. So I'll see how it goes. This is really, doing these tapes is really a good workout for me because I do 3 of them all together and it's a heck of a workout. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to continue on with that October challenge. Now, if you remember, those of you who were with me last time, I had you make out a grid. Okay, that kind of looked like this. Okay, put the date. Okay, a bunch of lines. And you're going to put these 5 exercises: push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, sumo sit or wall sit, and mountain climbers. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stay with these for a whole month. And we're going to see how we improve. Okay, my suspicion is if you write this down, you'll see some improvement over the month. Okay, so if you haven't done this, stop the video and go ahead and do this right now. Okay, so before we do that, I want to go ahead and start our routine off with the routine of the sun salutation. So I will go through the yoga exercises. You're going to get really familiar with them. So pretty soon I'm going to just say, okay, let's do a sun salutation. You're going to do it. Okay, so let's go through it. Okay, first one was up for a mountain pose. And then we dive down to a forward fold. And then our hands came up to our knees, and we tried to get our back kind of straight. Okay, then we went down to the forward fold again. Touch your toes or ankles or however far you can get. And then we stepped back and went into a plank. Now you can hold these as long as you'd like. We'll just hold them for a little bit until we get used to the routine. And then we lowered ourselves down to lying down pose on our belly. And then we reached up, our hips on the mat. Your arms don't have to be straight, they can be like this. You can just have your shoulders up. And then we went back down to a lying pose on our belly. Downward facing dog. Push your legs back. Now try to keep your legs straight, but occasionally you could bend them. And then straighten them, and you're stretching out that Achilles tendon. And then what we did was walked up to a forward fold, knees straight. And we came up to tabletop. I think this is called half tabletop. Then we dove down again. And then we went up to mountain pose. Okay, so let's start at 4:00. You'll see the whole thing will maybe take us 2 minutes. Okay, ready? We'll move through, not real fast. Mountain. Dive down to forward fold. Hands to knees. Forward fold again. Step back to plank. Let's lower to the mat. Up to cobra. And then down. Then we go up to downward facing dog. Step forward. Forward fold. Tabletop. Fold again. And up. Okay, so that took a little over 2 minutes. We could make it longer, we can make it shorter. In the future weeks, what I will do is we'll add a few other poses in between to make it a little bit more lengthened, a little better stretch. Okay, so let's get ready for the challenges, okay? So, but before we do, I want to introduce you to this thing that is called the Borg rating of perceived exertion. It's a scale, and it goes from 0 to 10. Some of these scales that you would see for Borg, should you want to look them up, excuse me, on the internet, will go from 0 to 20. I don't like it as well. I think it's easier because we're more used to different scales. Like somebody says to you, okay, on a rating of 1 to 10, did you think that was hard? And so we have a kind of an understanding of that. So let's use that. So here's how the markers go. 0 is rest. 10 is like a sprint that you would do for going across the field. That's the hardest that you would do. You're running all out. And each of these has a marker. 2 would be, or 1 is really easy, 2 is easy, 3 is moderate. Now you can see 4 is getting sort of hard. 5 and 6 is hard. I put a star there because that's where I kind of want you to work out. We really don't want to work out at 7 or 8 really hard because you really can't sustain that for very long. And 9 would be really, really hard. Got the idea? So we're going to work out here. This is where I think we should be. And it's really up to you how hard you work. It's kind of like, I like to think of it about an effort level at about 60, 70%, where you're really saying, you know what, that was kind of hard. Not really hard, but yeah, it was pretty hard. I put in a lot of effort. Because until you do that, I don't think you're really getting some of the rewards. Okay, got the idea? So, the first one I want you to do is get your sheet ready because we're going to document it, is push-ups. Now, just to reiterate, you can do your push-ups one of 2 ways, but you have to make sure on your sheet of paper that you put down what you did. If you did it on your knees with your feet up and did your push-ups like that, that's okay. Just say on my knees. Okay. Or if you used something like to elevate your body like this. Okay. Then you're going to use your back is going to be straight. Then you're going to go ahead and write on your piece of paper. I use the step stool, the kitchen step stool. Okay. Because it's important when you go ahead and look back on it to have some kind of a analysis to compare. It's kind of like we're kind of doing a scientific experiment, and you have to have common criteria. Got the idea? So you're going to do as many as you can, and remember, what's the effort level I want you to go to? Right, kind of hard, somewhat hard. All right, ready? Do as many as you can. And then write it down. So ready, get set, and go. All right, I'm going to stop there because I just did a whole bunch of them in the previous class. Okay, so, all right, let's get your sheet out and document on your sheet how many you did. Okay, so the next one we will do is we'll do sit-ups. So let me just tell you how we're going to do this. If you need to, well, you should put your feet underneath a couch, or maybe have somebody sit on or hold your ankles down. And we're going to do as many sit-ups as we can in 1 minute. All right, and the way we'll do this is, oh no, we're going to do it in, I think we're going to do this in 45 seconds. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're going to do 45 seconds. All right, so cross your arms, and you're going to lie down. And each time you come up, you're going to hit your elbows to your knees. We'll start at 10, 10:30. Ready? And go. Okay, and stop. Okay, so on your sheet, again, write down how many you did. Okay, now, if you did them like me, and you did it unsupported, you should write that down. Okay, most of you are going to hook them under a sofa, chair, or something, or have somebody hold them down. Because why is that important to your results? Because frankly, if I put them underneath the sofa or bed, I would be using some different muscles, so my results would be different. Okay, all right, let's get ready for burpees, and we're going to do the burpees. If you remember, the burpee is squat, shoot your legs back, squat, and then up. Okay, so let's do this right at 15, and we'll go to 13. Ready? Get set. How many are you going to do? Okay, 15 seconds left. Keep going. Five more seconds, that is. Okay, and stop. Okay. Okay, so that was burpees. Write down how many burpees you did. Okay, let's just rest for a second. And now I can see I'm really starting to get fatigued because it's the second time I've done this today. All right, let's start at, we'll start our wall sit at 13:00. Get on a wall and sit. We're going to do it for 45 seconds. If you don't have a wall, that's okay. Just move out and do this. But you know what? When you write down what you did, you're going to put, probably put sumo sit if you did this, or wall sit if you use the wall. Because if you did the sumo sit correct, it's a little bit harder. Okay? And all you do is put down 45 seconds if you did it for the 45. If you did it for 15, put down 15. Okay, or 30. Okay, stop. Whew. Okay, we have one more, and that's the burpee. I'm sorry, mountain climbers. We're going to do a 45-second mountain climber. Well, let's start it at 15:45. Each time your right leg comes up, count it as one. Ready? And go. Keep it up. 15 15 more seconds. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and stop. Okay. Whew. Write down how many you did under mountain climbers. Whew. Okay, good workout. Okay, let's end it. Okay, with a couple mountain poses. Before we start, can you feel your heart rate? I can really feel my heart starting to jump out of my chest. Any other part of your body that feels tired or tight? Focus your attention on your feet. How about just waving your toes a little bit? Okay, move your attention up to your thighs. Can you just tighten those muscles and loosen them? Tighten, loosen, one leg to the other. Okay, let's do a couple shoulder circles. Feel what that feels like. Okay, let's circle our neck. Excellent. Okay, now breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, let's reach arms up. Breathe in. Focus your attention on your breath. Breathe out. Okay, feel your body slowing down a little bit, your heart rate slowing down a little bit. Getting in more control. Okay, good job. All right, don't lose that sheet. Keep it handy. We're going to continue it. I think this is really good. You'll see your progress. Okay, excellent job. See you later.